Happening? Rise and shine, world. What's happening? What's happening? Coffee and donuts for grown-ups. We back at the top of the work week. It's Monday. Some of us will call it miserable Monday because we back in the beginning of the work week, trying to get all the way through these work days to get right back to the weekend, just to be right back at the top of the work week. Oh man, we just constantly working 24/7 around the clock. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? And we know how this is going down. And first in the building, goddamn, grand rising to my Sister Do. How you doing, Sister Do? Always a pleasure seeing you, sis. One of my first original supporters of this coffee and donut show. That is fact. She was one of the very first to say, yo, I dig your show. You know I don't never forget nothing, sis. Oh, I love the people that come and see me. We got the first in the building. I'm gonna call him the first man in the building. Mike Rim, always showing love, man. I don't think nobody's a bigger sports fan or boxing fan than Mike Rim, because Mike Rim loves to hear us talk what we know and what we don't know. Salute to Mike Rim. And there go my guy. Oh yeah, Cam J Network in the house. Always keeping us updated with what's the next move in boxing. And this is what I'm going to be discussing in this power hour to get y'all ready for y'all Monday morning. You know what I mean? Get your Monday started. You know, I'm that Folgers in your cup. The action that took place in the fight. All that, you know, people being humbled and all that, but you know, this was so fiery. We know we're going to keep talking about this for a minute, and I think it's a good thing. I'm not bored with keep on talking about what took place this past weekend because I really enjoyed myself. This not nothing that I can really take away from this weekend's matches. The only thing I take away from this weekend is Brian Norman Jr., respectfully. That's the only thing I take away from the entire card, from the early prelims down to the main card. That's the only thing that didn't go right in that fight card this weekend. So you know me, we gotta see what's next. See, I worry about what's next after it's taking place. You know what I mean? So now that it's over, and we know 147 welterweight, the former, you know, glamour division is really obsolete. Let's just be honest. When I speak on this, I'm not talking on or talking down on anyone that's at the welterweight division. This is just facts. And that's why I was already having in my mind, but have to wait until after the fight take place and we know who the winners are to ask what I'm going to ask. Now that it took place, what's next? Because we already moving fast, but I like to move safely. What's next? Because like I said, let me get started with the welterweight division. There's nothing there, man. It's not at the welterweight division. I'm not going to sit here and act like that 147 is popping like that, and that 147 really has something to offer the most hardcore, diehard boxing fan. You know, a real boxing junkie, like everything that really turns them on about boxing. But right now, welterweight division has a little problem. They need more people. And my question was, no matter who wins this fight, no matter who the winner is, what's next for either Devin Haney or Brian Norman Jr.? Now here's the thing. Like I said, the weight class is not that deep. So my thing was, depending on who wins, this is where you get your next move from. Now let me be honest with you guys, all right? Now, let me get the easy part out. Okay, now we got it. Brian Norman Jr. didn't win. He lost. The next thing would have been for Brian Norman Jr. probably was to face one of the other champions or, you know, defend his title against another worthy opponent at 147. All right, because I don't see Brian Norman Jr. moving around too much or going up or going down in weight. You know, like how some guys can move around. I don't see that with him. I just see him, you know, sticking it out at 147 until his career is done, until he's done with boxing. So I never really looked at too much for him to do, you know, because he's a newcomer. He just came onto the scene. You know, we gave Junior a lot of more credit than what he actually deserved, and that's just what it is. We seen what happened this Saturday against Devin Haney, what he did against the Sasuke and all those other guys don't matter because those things took place first. We're going off of what we just seen, and what a lot of us knew, that this guy was very green going into this fight with Devin Haney, and I'm not talking about Incredible Hulk green, okay? We knew he was green. We wasn't talking about the Green Goblin. We wasn't talking about none of that good effective green. We just knew he was green. He really just came onto the scene, did some things against guys who wasn't really doing anything in the welterweight division. Let's just make that clear also. All right? He had some moments. He had some big moments, eye-catching moments against guys that was never really doing anything in the weight class, okay? So boxing is about who's a productive product. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. If you're a selling product, boxing really want to deal with you. If you're not, boxing ain't really trying to deal with you. We already know that. We see that boxing has a certain standard when it comes to superstars and the face of boxing. And, you know, they have a certain itinerary for that. And sadly, people, in my honest opinion, Brian Norman Jr. doesn't fit that right now. You know what I mean? Because he's still too inexperienced. And that's what I really learned about this young man. Overall, he could punch, but he's very inexperienced, okay? And that took place this past Saturday. He didn't know what to do. His father, supposed to be a trainer, a more of a natural trainer than Bill Haney, but see, Bill been around the professors, like he said, so he has been learning. So he has been in class. No matter if he act out of class and act like a jackass, he's been in class, so he's able to convey what's been taught to his son because he knows. So there's your answer, who is the better corner. You know what I mean? So that's just it right now. Don't go nowhere. So now that is over, and like I said, boxing is about who's the people's going to be looking for, who the people's looking for, who they want to see, and who name that they're going to be calling out. And let's just be honest, Brian Norman Jr. is not one of those names. Brian Norman Jr. is not an up-and-coming superstar. Maybe he could be a superstar, a real big name, all right? And that just don't fit the bill for boxing right now. So let that just be known, all right? So now he lost. So my plan for him was him to still stay at 147, but now he needs to take a couple steps back. Go to the back of the line and restart. Don't try to get him to go right back into the ring and fight anything because he's too inexperienced. So he needs to fight a couple more guys. And that's just it. I'm not saying he's garbage, but he ain't good. And just showed me his levels to it, okay? And most people think he's going to the back of the line after that damn performance any damn way. So it might be a little minute before we see him back in the ring, but I think he needs to take his time. You know what I mean? Because Saturday showed me he's not that experienced, all right? So he's going to need a little more experience. And he's really not that skilled as portrayed, as advertised. He's not. What people were saying about, you know, when he falls short and all his shortcomings, they was correct. They was correct. People like, he ain't got no footwork. Everything that people were saying that was wrong with this kid, seen it Saturday, so they was correct. They was not hating. Salute to the ones that was correct. All right, so now, back to the line he goes. Now, Devin Haney. Getting to Devin Haney, which I was always thinking, Even if it wasn't Deb, even if it was one of the other big, wholesome names and whatever at the weight class, get out of there. Get the F on out of there. That's my whole thing, because as good as Devin Haney is, he's good. Now, I'm not calling him elite like some people think. I need to see some more. I need to see some elite work, against, as close as you can get to an elite opponent, all right? But now, he won, and Dev don't need to be at that weight class for a long time at all, because there's nobody there for him, and we don't want to keep on criticizing. He ain't fight nobody. He ain't fight nobody. He ain't fight nobody. Why he ain't fight nobody? Y'all know the story with that. Sometimes it can be both parties' fault or just one. But, easy route for Devin Haney to be two-time undisputed, which is, I thought he was going to do it at 140. I lost a bet on that. Yeah, I put out a bet that Devin Haney would be two-time undisputed before Terrence Crawford. I lost that bet, but it's cool. But we wanted to see him do it at 140. But he went up to 47, so it looked like he's going to go for it right at the welterweight division. I mean, let's be honest. If anybody dream of becoming undisputed or it just come out of nowhere that they want to become undisputed, just go to the weakest motherfucking link weight class if you can make the weight class. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, 147 is weak, baby. It's weak. It's weak. I mean, look at the other champions. You got Mario Barrios. We got Rolly Romero, and we got the guy Lester. What's my man name? Lester. What's Lester's last name, Cam? I keep forgetting his goddamn last name, but we got Lester. You know what I mean? And that's it. And then in between, is it guys at 147 that can oppose a good fight? There's a couple names, but they still not good enough. Know what I mean? So my whole thing is Devin Haney ain't gonna need to stay there long. So, get those other straps real quick, because it's easy peasy for him. Which one of these other belt holders do you feel as though that really has a chance of giving Devin Haney his official first loss? None of them. But hey, you got some boxing heads that say, hey, watch out for Lester, the IBF welterweight champion. You don't know about him, go look him up, because I heard Lester's something nice. So we know Dev can go snatch the belt from Lester, get the belt from the winner out of Barrios and Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? Bam, bam, bam. Then you got it. Then just get them and then drop them and then go ahead and move to 154. Because I spoke on that a little bit yesterday. I don't think he don't need to defend them if he does it this time around. If he just want to grab them and just go to 154, I would be fine with Devin Haney not defending those titles, because he has defended those titles before. I just want to see Terrence Crawford be a undisputed champion instead of a 3-time undisputed title holder, which he is, okay? Nothing more, nothing less. That's what he is. But I would like to see that. Dev can make quick business of this. Being able to get the other belts, it shouldn't even take long. You understand what I'm saying? It shouldn't take long. For Devin Haney to get the other 3 belts, man, that shit shouldn't take no more than 14 months, people. Cam, I don't think it should take no more than a year and a couple months. Losing to Devin don't make him not good. Devin just had his number and was on point. All credit to Dev. Yeah, but see, I'm going to give it to Brian Norman Jr. the way that he deserved, because the way he was talking his ish. You know how we are. You talk your ish, you got to back it up. He's not that good. And some people never thought he was that good. Some people just, was giving him a shot because they don't like Dev. And some people was just doing it because they hear a guy can punch a knockout artist. They'll just automatically go there with him. But from what I seen, and I understand him and Dev ain't on the same level, but he's still green as hell, yo. He don't need to be trying to get back at no title shot with anybody, because what I see him do against Devin Haney, he wouldn't have won fighting anybody else. Anybody else would have took that damn belt from him fighting the hell like that. Fighting the way that he fought. Fighting the way that he fought, any of these other guys would have took that belt from him. Rolly would have knocked his ass out. Ryan would have smashed him. I know what I'm talking about. Them other dudes would have beat him. So, you know, hey, you really like that? Same thing go for Brian Norman Jr. Okay, you like that, shows what you got. Let's see if you can face adversity, young man. He don't want nothing to do with 154, then you know then you know where I'm going at with it. You know, I'm a fair shooter. You know, I almost got my head bit off, you know, just keeping it real about the performance in the fight. I said, you know, it was the less competitive fight. Motherfucker jumped all the way down my back. Man, why you gotta say that about Devin? I didn't say anything about Devin. Listen to what I'm saying. I said it was the most competitive, it was the least competitive fight. Meaning that one of the two motherfuckers wasn't competitive. That's, oh, you saying the fight wasn't, you taking away from Devin Haney. Shut up. Don't tell me what the hell I'm doing and you picked against Devin Haney. I hate when people do that. Croker, that's his last name. Thank you. I said Crocker. Croker. You know what I mean? So therefore, Cam, by you saying that he don't want nothing to do with 154, Cam. That's what I'm saying, Cam. Cam, you already know how I think before I'm going to even say something. You know, great boxing minds think alike. Because like I said, I'm only going to go off of what you tell me. That came out your mouth, I'm going to hold you to it. I don't think you saying it just to be saying it. I'm thinking you saying it because you mean it. So when these guys, when these fighters open up their mouth, I'm going to hold them accountable for it. Ain't that's what we supposed to do? Isn't the things that they saying to us, selling us to fight, or selling us, you know, they sells to us to say, hey, man, you better let you on to like me up. I'm that dude. I'm the one, man. Like me, man. Bet money on me, man. Bet money on me. Buy a seat to come and see me, man. I ain't for sure Dev can beat Ryan Garcia, and man, let's talk about that. Even though that's not happening next, because Ryan Garcia is going to finally become a champion for the first time in his career by beating Mario Barrios. But this is something I did want to talk about. Now, the rematch, which we all waiting for. We waiting for the rematch. The rematch is going to be something else. The rematch is going to be turned up. The rematch is going to be very successful. It's going to do numbers. It's probably going to be the best thing that the both of these guys have done so far. Okay? The rematch has more meaning to it besides the personal aspect. And that's good enough. That's a reason enough. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. Man, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got to turn my camera on, you know, and I got to give a motherfucking salute to my guy, K Savoy, aka Damn It Man. Damn it, man, how you doing, damn it, man? It puts a smile on my face and in my heart, bro. When I see you pop up and hear that you good, hey, y'all know my guy, damn it, man, K Savoy, man. That's my guy. And I'm still gonna make a damn shirt, K Savoy, with damn it, man on it. You know what I mean? I might have to put it like I'm gonna get an old face character and I'm gonna put damn it, man on it. When I get it made, damn it, man, I'm going to show you the joint and I'm going to send you one. But that's my God damn it, man, because God damn it. K Savoy in the building. Always a pleasure, K Savoy. Yeah, man, you know I'm cooking. I'm staying with it, K Savoy. K Savoy know me. He been around since since my first YouTube channel. And then, you know, I've been on a journey, so my channel's been destroyed, but I'm good, back alive and kicking. You can't stop the bum rush. But like I was saying, yeah, so with Devin Haney Jr., with Devin Haney, my fault, you know, he say he's legacy guy. Now, if Devin Haney's going to stay at this light, easy bake oven ass 147 and don't move up to 154 after becoming successful in the weight class, we got something to talk about, and a lot of Haney fans is not going to like it. I don't give a damn. He don't want to go to 54. That's where the legacy is at. He want to go to 54. It's some money at 54. So don't try to say, well, you know, the money fights for him is at 47. You don't get up out of here, I'm going to kick you in your damn head. Ain't no big money fights for Devin Haney at 47 outside of what, Rolly and goddamn Ryan. That's it. Ain't no damn money fights for Devin Haney at 147. Rolly and goddamn Ryan. That's it. Anything else? I don't think so. And y'all know it too. Y'all know it better than I do. Y'all know it ain't a damn thing at 147 money-wise. It ain't too much damn skill-wise unless they gonna start bringing these guys up from under the dirt. Because like I said, with the best that we are seeing, the best that we have been seeing, that's just the best that's been available to us, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That's just the best that's been available to us that they put out there. Don't you know so many hidden gems in every damn sport? That's why we don't never really know. We always been on the best available. We up there talking about, oh man, he just fight the best available. Well, boxing is only giving us the best that's available in the goddamn sport. Because you're not going to tell me that it's only Terrence Crawford and these handful of guys that's like this in the sport of boxing. There's so many bodies in the sport of boxing. Man, get up on out of here. Right? I might sip a little alcohol, but I don't sip goofy juice, okay? Might smoke a little tweed, but ain't smoking no dirt. Meaning nothing that I'm doing or putting in my body is going to alter my common sense of thinking, all right? Exactly, K. Savoy. Because that's what everybody want to see. That's what everybody's chanting about. That's all we really care about with Devin Haney right now. So, but nobody's really caring about his next move. They want the next move to be Ryan Garcia, so we can air this out. Or was it really the so-called weight-cutting agent that didn't have a damn thing to do with what Ryan Garcia did or what Devin Haney did? Or is it just Ryan Garcia, can beat that? I can't wait for it. Then it's be a unification bout because Ryan finally got a damn belt. So just fighting Ryan to shut his ass up. No, now he got a belt. So you get to shut him up and you get to take something from him. You know what I mean? So both of their belts will be on the line along with the other ish. Yeah, I think it'll do good. Just my opinion. I think it'll do pretty good. But we're going to see. But like I said, if he's staying at that goddamn 147, if 147 don't get into tightening up and making that weight class more competitive than what the heck it is, I don't know what to say about 147. Because at some people, y'all, I really feel as though that boxing need to get rid of some of these weight classes that wasn't always around. I really think they should they should start taking away some of these damn weight classes. Part of the reason, this give these fighters a lot of land, a lot of land to hide behind. That's why a lot of these fighters is really not out there really challenging themselves. That's why you still got fighters sitting at weight classes they should not be in. Because they feel as though they go to another weight class, they're going to lose some sort of advantage that they like having, no matter what the advantage is. That's why they feel as though they like to stay at them damn joints. Now, Conor Ben is coming down to, Conor Ben is dropping down to 147. Now, I don't know how effective that's going to work against Conor Ben, but I even spoke on that because I did something on my TikTok, and I spoke about that because he's dropping down to 147, which will bring some competitiveness to the weight class. Because like I said, 147 ain't ish right now. Okay, so Conor Ben would be very competitive for 147. So he would add a little something to what they got going on down there. All right. That's what that would be like. But yeah, Ben if he comes down to 47 and be successful. But yeah, because the rest of those guys there, it's a very small weight class. It's a very small community. So it's not much there. If you're looking for legacy and all that, and then if you just looking to get a paycheck, just stay there. But if you're looking for a big paycheck, and your biggest payday may be there or may not be there at all. Dev fans say that B. Norman Jr. performance is the reason Boots ain't want to fight Dev. And I'm gonna send everybody a big slap in the mouth and a boot full of goddamn mud. They need to stop it because so I guess Jerron and his duck Devin Haney too, right? Okay, yeah, all right. I like Devin Haney, but Devin Haney would get his ass kicked by Jerron Ennis. I don't care what any of y'all saying. He would get his ass beat by Jerron Ennis. He would get stopped by Jerron Ennis. It won't be nothing that Devin Haney has in his tool set to keep Jerron Ennis off his ass, okay? Levels to this ish, Boots Ennis will show you that there's levels between him and Devin Haney. Nobody at 147 was anything for Jerron Ennis to be ducking, so they need to stop that making freaking nonsense. Light touch ass weight class and somebody ducking some damn body. Man, y'all get the heck out of here. Now, what the fuck happened here? What the hell happened here? You know, so I don't know about all that. Man, listen, I rock with a lot of guys, but you know, K Savoy, you know I'm an honest guy, man. Get his ass beat. He'd get his ass beat. Not ready for him. So it was good for Jerron Ennis to leave 147. Wasn't nothing there for him. He needed to go to 154 to be challenged, to get challenged. So if they're really gonna rock out their Cam, then that's what it is. But I don't really see it because I know I have heard him saying in interviews that he could max out all the way up to like 160, 168. But trust me, you might be right. He might want to, you know, try to get around that weight class or shave it down to where he ain't got a face. You know, I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm going off of what these fighters tell me. Once they start moving other than the way that they say they moving, it's gonna be something different. In my honest opinion. Yeah, so the aftermath, so you know, so it seemed like Dev may, you know, become undisputed, stay down there, stay in there. Bro, it was like that when I came in here. Really? Yeah, you know, anything that happens is gonna happen before I get in. So when I came in last night, I seen the sign and seen the chairs. I said, oh, what the fuck? Nobody can tell me nothing. Yeah, but yeah, people, that's what it is. So yeah, he's gonna stay there and then what? Are we gonna criticize him? Because like I said, 147 needs to improve. They got to step up. It's a weak ass weight class. Oh no, I don't know. Maybe I thought they did some exterminating or something like that. Yeah. Or they probably cleaned those chairs or something. They could have just said, don't sit in the chairs. I don't know. We'll know because nobody was here that's able to tell me, and I got a rookie, so she's not going to know. She's not going to know. It looked like they cleaned them or something.
Or made an attempt to.
Yeah.
The stain is going from here.
Right.
So maybe they did.
Yeah.
On Saturday or Sunday, it says do not sit. What the hell?
What's the reason though? Hey, y'all, we just trying to figure. Is Orion fighting Barrios? Yes, case of voice. Orion will be fighting Barrios, and most likely Ryan will be a champion for the first time in his career because, you know, Ryan never had a belt. You know, so that's one thing that was a pet peeve for a lot of boxing fans. Like, yo, why Ryan is able to make these marketable fights and he don't have a belt? Well, you knuckleheads, you don't have to have accolades to be marketable. You don't have to be filled with accolades stuff for to be marketable in any damn sport, but definitely in boxing. Definitely in boxing because it's a one-man sport. It's a mano a mano. You don't have to. How long y'all been watching boxing? How long y'all been watching boxing? And y'all know as long as you've been watching, I don't give a fuck if you started watching boxing last night. I bet you motherfucker learned something real quick. That everybody that's a goddamn champion ain't got goddamn money. Okay? They think every time everybody that's a champion, they really good. No, because we've seen a lot of guys become champions and was horrible champions. We seen a lot of guys get belts, but they ain't got no money. As the Asian woman say, money, honey, honey, money. No money without the honey. Honey, I may give you money. You give me honey, I give you money. No honey, money. That's all he has is a fan base. A fan base that ain't putting too much in his damn pocket. That's all he has is a fan base. But his fan base buying goddamn seats at the live gate. How many of his fans is doing that? A lot of boxing fans, they fans don't go to the fights. It is what it is. Most of these boxers, their fans don't go to the damn fights. It's okay. Some people can't afford it. You know, you don't get mad. Well, you don't talk down. Oh, you can't afford it. They can't afford it. They can't afford it. At least they can see the motherfucker. If they can't afford to go and watch it, I best believe they can afford to watch it on TV. Goddamn, even when you're supporting the fighter that you like it. But some of these guys are not hit makers. What I mean, you know, they're not hit makers. They don't know how to put together a hit. They one hit wonders. Oh, he made a hit yesterday. Now wonder when the next time he's gonna have another hit. And you're wondering and your wonders start to turn into wandering thoughts that never come true. Wishful thinking going bad. Wishful thinking going bad. It's too many killers at 54. He gonna stay at 47 as long as he can. That's what I'm talking about. I'm really not sold all the way on this damn man. I'm not a what's the new language they calling? I'm not a pickle puller. I'm not a meat glazer. I'm a man. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a sports fan. I ain't walking around calling no other goddamn man that's mortal like me in some ways, because I got powers that I know about, so I am somewhat immortal. A little bit, not fully. But I ain't one of those pickle pullers. I'm not idolizing deities and all that. I don't do that. I'm not calling no man Jesus. No matter what you put it, black Jesus, red Jesus, yellow Jesus, I ain't calling no other man no Messiah or nothing. You understand? I would never look at another man and call him a damn God if I ain't calling myself a God. And God damn it, you must be out of your goddamn mind. You know what I mean? I ain't calling no other man no damn Messiah.
You got the badge?
It's on the joint over there. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not calling, I ain't doing it. Or it's just for fun. Yeah, just for fun, my ass. Yes, Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios is set for February the 21st.
He's over here?
They over there too.
Okay.
Everything on the desk. Yeah, what we talking about, people? Mason, definitely the future case. So, man, I got nothing but mad respect for Mason. But let me tell y'all something. Mason made my blood pressure go up this past Saturday. Oh, he made my blood pressure go up. Oh, yeah, he did. He had me. But you know what? He did something to the Crush. As a boxing fan that the Crush been wanting, I've been wanting to feel that damn way. Like, what the hell? Woo, man, that boy had me scared. Cam it almost made me put the bud out and say, I'm going cold turkey. I don't want to smoke this no more. Ryan don't have to beat Barrios for the rematch, because they going to rematch Case Savoy, but, you know, let it be a little more to it. And like I said, we all know that Ryan Garcia has never held the damn title. Know what I mean? So it's just, you know, this time around, Ryan go get something. Know what I mean? So Ryan is going for the fight for a belt again. He's going to go against Barrios. Like I said, I got him beating Barrios. No disrespect to Barrios. Yeah, because I didn't get to see Scooter Davis do his thing, Cam. I'm gonna go check it out. But man, what's the next move? So Deb is going to sit around. Basically, Cam is saying, you know, the next move for Deb is just to sit there and just eat cherries off of 147. All right? Because that's what it'd be like. Some people thought Brian Norman Jr. was a cherry pick. Some people feel as though that Brian Norman Jr. was a cherry pick. After seeing his performance shit. Looked like a sweet ass cherry to me. He didn't do nothing. Didn't show us anything. I didn't see nothing about his boxing IQ, anything about this man's, what he was good at, I didn't see it at all. Or maybe he was only good against the guys he was fighting. Yeah, that's how it is until they really get in there with a real somebody. And Dev is a real somebody. That's the only somebody on this man's resume. It was too soon for this man to do it because he was just too green and too inexperienced to deal with that. Yeah, lesson learned. Let it burn. Don't get burnt again, goddammit. Don't get burnt again. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Scooter Davis. I'm gonna definitely check him out. I'm gonna check that replay out. But yeah, so yeah, that's what it is, and I'm gonna and I know we all together is going to keep a track on what's next for the Haney clan. You know what I mean, as far as Bill and Deb with their next move. I'm not talking about the fans. You know, the fans is going to be with whatever Deb does. So really, Deb's not going to do nothing. That gives me a whole nother that just gave me a whole nother live to cook on. You know what I mean? We're gonna cook deep on that. I'm gonna really cook on that. You know, they say the Devin Haney era is back and all that. I don't know about all that. I don't know about the Devin era is back. There was never a Devin era. You know why it was never a Devin era? Because this been Bud goddamn era. This been Bud Crawford's era. Ain't been nobody else's. In my honest opinion, this the Bud Crawford era. Cause Bud came and took this shit and doing things with it. This is the Bud Crawford era. This ain't the Devin Haney era. This ain't the Tank Davis era. We in the Bud Crawford era and the new age era. This is the Bud Crawford era. This ain't no damn Devin Haney era. It was never that. Lost money on this dude because when we started talking about who gonna be the first, I lost money on this dude. He's behind. He was already supposed to be 2 times undisputed. This is something that I predicted on this kid. But see, y'all wouldn't know. Y'all think I'm a damn hater. No, y'all just hate me to talk the truth in the way that I said, because my delivery is hard for a motherfucker to deal with. It's complex. My delivery ain't for soft men. Okay? It ain't. My delivery is not for soft men, soft-hearted people. It ain't. You gotta have a lion heart to deal with my delivery. My shit hits like a Biggie Smalls delivery mixed with goddamn Guru delivery, goddamn, with a little bit of Cool G Rap delivery mixed up in there, with a Rakim delivery mixed up in there. Shit, I go on, goddamn, I deliver on time and I ain't even the postman. He said he made the fight more tough, banging on the inside with Noakes, but he, oh my God, damn it, y'all. That boy, next time I'm going to run into Abdullah again at one of these goddamn fights. And I'm going to tell him, don't you ever. Salams, I'm going to give him greetings. You know, hey, salam, may peace be upon you and your family, but young brother, don't you ever send me and have my boxing hemorrhoids flare up like that, Abdullah Mason. You ain't gonna have to worry about your goddamn next opponent. You gonna have to worry about me, goddamn, because I'm gonna have to snatch you up, have a little talk to you, and bring you on back. Cause I know he gave Daddy a fist too. I know he gave I know he gave his father a fit and his brothers and them. But when you're a young gun, with no fear, he's a young man with no fear. He fears nothing. That's how they're gonna act sometimes. You know, because they fear nothing. And the young man saying, listen, man, if anybody got me, I got me, y'all. Just be behind me. Just stick with me. Trust me, if I'm getting hit, I'm cool, y'all. I'm cool, okay, I get it. But just because you could take a punch, just because you got a granite chin, that don't mean you're supposed to just be giving out free tickets. Come on, be the first one to take a shot at it. That can hurt you later on in life. It may not bother you now. It may hurt you more later in your career than it's hurting you now. You might not feel it right now, but as you get older, you get your speech impairment get to change, and you get the talking like that, or you get to talking slow, sound like Biz Markie, because you've been getting punched up in your goddamn face too much, and your head too much. Part of the reason why Ali started stuttering, because Ali would just say, go ahead and hit me, and know he could make you miss at any time. But shit, I'm pretty. I want to see somebody break my face. I want to see somebody could tear my skin. Y'all can't do it. Look, I'm going to give y'all chances. And when I give it to y'all, y'all better make the best of it, because once that chance is over, I'm going to whoop your ass. I'm going to whoop your ass. I'm going to make you look stupid. I'm going to outbox you, outclass you. I'm just going to turn your motherfucking lights off. I get that. And sometimes that's what's wrong with fighters. Huh? That's what really made Ali started in the medicine, because he wasn't stuttering that damn bad at first, and then they put him on that medicine to shut him up, because they ain't like handing his damn mouth. But trust me, letting these guys get clean shots, leaning on the ropes, and you let the motherfucker just say, go ahead, sucker punch me. You only getting one sucker punch. You ain't getting a combination work for sucker punches. You get one. You know how you hit me with your best shot? You know how you used to do that shit growing up? You probably still do it today. Go ahead. I'm gonna give you one. Ali was giving out. Go ahead, I'll give you 10. How many you need? I ain't going nowhere. I'm still gonna be pretty, and I'm still gonna whoop your ass. Even though if you are blessed with that, that don't mean you got to let the motherfuckers earn that.
Right.
If you could mark up my face, nigga, you gonna have to earn it. But you know, that's something, that's a characteristic in boxing, man, that's very scary. See, man, in the building, what's up, bro? When I shut down about 15, 20 minutes, you in Philly, bro? Damn, all right, cool. How long you gonna be in Philly, bro? Well, just chat me, let me know where you at. I might be able to try to come and catch where you at. Yeah, but I love fighters like that, but sometimes they can have too much heart. You know what I mean? They can have a little too much heart. And that's what I've seen against with Abdullah Mason. I'm like, yo, kid, like, what are you doing? Yo, I'm up there yelling at the TV, y'all. Like, yo, Abdullah, what you doing? Why you keep shooting that damn shotgun fucking goddamn jab? Double the jab up. Throw the other overhand behind it. Take a step back. Keep this dude at mid-range. Stop getting on it. Man, I was going fucking nuts in there. And this young boy is a problem. Because people was already questioning him about his punch resistance. He showed everybody that was hating on his punch resistance that he is a damn animal. Abdullah Mason is nothing, not like that, but Abdullah Mason is a guy you're gonna have to hurt very bad. Abdullah Mason got that Terrence Crawford thing to him. They got an appetite of destruction. What he calls himself, Mr. Appetite for Smoke. And love to get back, love to trade. Love to trade, man, he loves to trade. We know Terrence Crawford is like that. Abdullah Mason is like that. We got fighters that's like that. But that's what we want when we turn on the TV or we go to the fight. We want a fighter that's not just good, but got heart, that's entertaining, and gonna give us fans what we want. But damn, he scared me by giving me everything that I wanted to see. He gave Sam Noakes a little too damn much. So hope he tread lightly next time. You know, because he's in a weight class where you know, hey, now, then you're going to be stepping up. But damn, this kid really showed me he's really that guy like that. Shout out to him. He's a damn problem. You know, once he able to control the young buck syndrome, you know, as far as, you know, being young, then you in position, you become a little arrogant by being a little bit lackadaisical, those type of things, you know, the misdemeanor type of thing, miscellaneous type of characteristics, man. But he's definitely a freaking problem. Oh man, oh shoot. What's next for Abdullah? Who is at 135? And also, people, the way that I feel about 147, I'm starting to feel that way about 135, but not that much. Because it's more, 35 has more than 47. We just need the lightweight division. They're gonna have to start merging these guys. Some of these new guys, listen, the lightweight division no longer belongs to any of the established guys. Shakur saying he's the best. You ain't the best. You never beat anybody or any of the best at 135, respectfully. So 135 still don't have closure on it. And like I said, no live today, no live until 8 a.m. All right, cool. But this is my whole thing. What's next for these guys? Now, Keyshawn Davis moved, his little punk ass moved to 140. He ran from Abdullah Mason. And what the hell he gonna do at 140? What the hell Keyshawn Davis gonna do at 140? Good, come. Bring your ass back in here, Keyshawn Davis, because I ain't done with you. I ain't done with you, and I can't wait till he face adversity. Because he going to be looking somewhat like goddamn Brian Norman Jr., in my honest opinion, when he really get in there with somebody that's experienced, somebody that's really good, because he ain't been in there with nobody. He been in there with a bunch of goddamn fixies, ain't nothing but a goddamn prospect that wound up getting a goddamn belt. That's it. Cause before you used to have a certain amount of fights in first, right? That's how they used to do it and determine which level you want. Back in the day, it wasn't about who was you fighting. It's about how many people you fought. It's a combination of both. You hear what I'm saying? It's a combination of both. But hey, I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all. It's going to be something else in 135 belongs to those younger guys right now. Because Shakur Stevenson need to get his ass out of 35 because we don't want to see you fight nobody. The only two people I'm interested in seeing Shakur Stevenson fight is two guys most likely he's not going to fight. Tank Davis and Abdullah Mason. It ain't too many people who want to see Shakur fight at 135. Because damn near everybody that we wanted to see Shakur Stevenson fight at 35 ain't at 35 no more. Tank is the only one that's left at 35. Now Shakur's about to fight Tio January 31st. Hopefully nothing don't come between there. They get injured, Tio get injured, Shakur get injured. I ain't got time for that. Because we both know they be on some BS. Abdullah box office, ABO. Abdullah box office. I like that. Yes, he is. What I thought about Bam? Hey, Case of Boy. I know you ain't been going that long. You know what I think about Bam. What we always been thinking about Bam. Bam a bad dude, y'all. Bam Rodriguez, Jesse James Bam Rodriguez. I add the James on it. Bam is a bad boy. Man, blissfully for some fighters, Bam ain't 3 inches taller. Maybe 15 to 20 pounds heavier. Cause he'd be right there at 30, 35, causing havoc to your favorite fighter. Bam Rodriguez, one of the best skilled fighters, one of the best pound for pound in the game. Always had Bam on pound for pound. And be honestly, if you putting together a pound for pound list, if Bam ain't in your top 5 of pound for pound right now, you ain't really being a true boxing fan. Because when I look at everybody and hear everybody, they do these breakdowns of pound for pound, a lot of times people don't even be having Bam Rodriguez on a pound for pound. I'm like, I know that's their opinion, but you're trying to put it out to us like it's facts. Why Bam ain't on your motherfucking goddamn pound for pound? You don't have to be a fan of him to respect his gangster. You don't have to be a fan of somebody to respect a gangster. Just keeping it real. He nasty. Nasty. BBO in the building. Hey, BBO. BBO. Behave yourself this morning, man. Because I know y'all going off with this Haney stuff and all that. And I'm here to tell you right now, don't start that ish. Because I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. Yeah, a lot of people think that if Bam moved up, he would beat NUA. I think Nakatani would beat NUA too. Now, hey, do I think Bam would beat them both? I would love to see it. But boxing ain't going to give us that, Josh. I would love to see it. But boxing not going to give us that. You know what I mean? They not going to give us that. BBO already know they ain't going to give us that. That'd be doing too much. That'd be doing too much. But like I said, y'all know my mindset. What took place just took place. Now what's next? Because we can't keep on lingering on too long and forever for what just happened this past Saturday. What is next? What is next? And there's really not much left. It's really not much for Devin Haney to do at welterweight, but go ahead and snatch the belts and do something else. That's it. There's really nobody in there that's really gonna pose a damn threat to the man. Kind of a lackadaisical weight class. It is. Do something about it. You know how you do something about this in-between mess? Get rid of some of this shit. They didn't have all these junior in-between weight classes. Junior middleweight, junior lightweight. They get rid of that bullshit. Because they're actually the damn same, actually. They're actually the same, and then they trying to divide it. What are you talking about? It should be what? Between 10 pounds? 10 pounds minimum? And between the separation of different weight classes? Not no 4 or 5 or 6 pounds. Need to be 10. Too many weight classes. Bernard Hopkins been said that. It's too many weight classes, just like it's too many damn belts. This is boxing, not karate. All these intern belts, intern, like motherfuckers is in the professional working field, and they all taking an intern at the damn radio station. Or they doing intern at the doctor's office or something. Too many damn interns. Internship. God damn. That's what I'm saying, Josh. It's easy. It's easy right now because it's not that 47. Nothing. It's not the glamour division anymore. It don't look like that is in any shape to look anything like it previously used to look. And most recent, because the last time 147 did look good is when, we had EJ, Bud, all those guys, Kell Brooks, that class. All those dudes, the Sean Porters, the Thurmans, all of them. And since all these guys has gone, 147 hasn't been y'all know 147 been come on, y'all. It doesn't matter if your favorite fighter's in the weight class or not. Well, it should matter to you as a boxing fan if you really behind your fighter. If you really behind your fighter and you confident and you won't get on the internet and tell me, the other fellow content creators and people in the chat that your fighter's the real deal, he this and that and other, but if your fighter ain't moving like that, I suggest you shut your mouth. If your fighter ain't moving the way that, shut your mouth, because I can see that she ain't moving like that. So a lot of us be left out here to cap for these fighters. Capping, knowing what time it is. Knowing that they subpar. Knowing they ain't faced the best opposition. Knowing they ain't gonna never get a big payday. Y'all be knowing this ish and acting like you don't know. Well, if you don't know now, you know, knuckle. Y'all want to play these games. You can't play boxing. You damn sure can't play with my goddamn intelligence. But like I said, a lot of guys are taking the easy bake oven routes to legacy and all that. Let's just be real, because I'm going to close out on this. Give me another 5 minutes, because I'm tired of it. I'm a boxing fan. 3 times before I'm a fan of these fighters. I'm going to say it again. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a fan of the sport itself. The science of it. 3 times, maybe 4, before I'm a fan of these damn fighters. He is? Oh, damn, I got 2B2. I'm going to catch the replay. But let me tell y'all something, man. Be always honest with y'all, as I always am. All this, stop with the pumping somebody's damn resume up. I hate that. Stop doing it. Stop saying that somebody's out there fighting. No, they're not. I hate that. Because to be honest with you, most of these fighters that we argue back and forth about who's taking on the toughest opposition and all that. Most of them are fighting the same level as fucking opponents. Most of them are fighting the same level opponents, man. Fighting the same level opponents. Ain't nothing really doing more than anybody else. I hate when y'all do that. Because if I pull the layers back, it ain't gonna be matching with what you saying, because what you saying is cat. Alright? Now, Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. was never a damn threat. Brian Norman Jr. was not a step-up challenge for Devin Haney Jr. I'm adding Jr. on to Devin Haney because he might well be Bill Haney. But Brian Norman Jr. was not a challenge for Devin Haney. Brian Norman Jr. was not a step up in opposition for Devin Haney. Brian Norman Jr. wasn't even as the same, as, the previous guys that Devin Haney had fought. This is facts. This not no opinion. This ain't no meat glazing. Devin Haney he's nice, people. Yes, he is nice. But stop acting like Devin Haney took up and facing all the real smoke, because you pull the layers back on his damn resume. He ain't faced a lot of smoke. He faced what he faced. Even though we like him, but we ain't got the cap. You ain't got the cap on how these guys are, if they are what they say that they are, so you don't have to do these things. So let's not sit here and pretend that goddamn Brian Norman Jr. was a step up in opposition, because he wasn't. He was not. And I dare any of y'all, because y'all been doing it, and since y'all gonna be talking about it all week, I'm gonna be smacking y'all around when I'm in these goddamn chats. Because y'all really don't want me up on these damn panels like that. And I'm gonna be smacking y'all around with reality. If you got the cap and fluff for your favorite fighter, then he ain't really doing nothing. He ain't really doing nothing, and you ain't really happy with what the hell he's doing, because if you was happy with what your favorite fighter is giving you, you wouldn't be capping for his ass. He's not a killer, though. That's the whole thing. He's not a killer. He's not a killer. That's why he didn't go for it.
Mr. Denise.
That's why. He's not a killer. He's not a killer, man. He just, he had moments where he hurt guys and knocked out a couple guys, but he's not a killer, y'all. He's not a killer.
I told you I wanted this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I told you I wanted that polo.
Mm-hmm.
Remember heard about that? If you had this one on.
Yeah.
The shampoo. I ordered one box. I got two, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I bring some, you want to try it on your hair?
Yeah. I'll wash it that night, because I got great wash in my hair.
Put some in the jar.
Okay.
And bring it to you.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna wash your hair tonight or tomorrow?
I'm going to wash it tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
And you just let it, they said don't wet your hair. That be
Oh, I like that kind of shampoo. Hold up, y'all.
gotta be dry.
You need to go up?
I tell you what,
But see, Josh, this is what I wanted to say about that damn knockdown. Okay? He knocked him down. Right. He knocked him down. That was the only knockdown of the damn fight. Listen to what I said. Devin Haney knocked down the supposed to be knockout artist guy. But we seen all knockout artists get knocked the F out in boxing, so it happens. Mm-hmm. But see, that's not him. Now see, there was a knockout guy, knockout puncher, knockout style type of fighter, he would have got him up out of there. And I said that for you Devin Haney fans, who wants this man to turn into a damn knockout artist. He's not a knockout artist. And he could have easily knocked him out. He could have easily knocked him out. That boy fucking leaping and lunging, and ain't no target there. Timing off and everything. Dev could have executed on that plenty of times. He could have stopped him. He don't need bricks in his hands. You don't need bricks in your hands to drop somebody. It's okay. We all been in pillow fights, right? If you've been in a pillow fight before, put a number 7 in the chat. If you had a pillow fight, you know, at a sleepover or whatever, put a 7 in the chat. Exactly. The pillow fight ain't all, you know, just light touch. Because if you've been in a pillow fight, you get stung by a pillow, all right? So I ain't trying to hear that. And it was a flash knockdown, people. It wasn't no power behind it. It was a flash knockdown. It wasn't a power knockdown. It wasn't a knockdown from a power punch. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know shit about boxing. That's why he got the hell back up, and you know, that kid is not hard to put down anyway. He's not hard to put down. It's not hard to put down. But see, if there was a puncher like that, if there was a finisher like that, the fight would have been over. But the fight was already over because once Devin seen, I can turn up now. The fight been over. The fight was over for Brian Norman Jr. right after he got knocked down. That fight been over for his ass. So Devin Haney was in there just looking good and giving us shadow looks of the old Dev, but that smaller weight, but heavier weight class. That's all you need. And everybody keep talking about you can be pillow-fisted. Everybody's not packing a heavy damn punch. Half of y'all be talking about this damn power ain't even punching hard. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Half of y'all Devin Haney fans is pillow-fisted. God damn. If you know how to rumble, you know how to rumble. If you're good, you're good. It don't matter how hard you punch or not. And Junior been down before. So it wasn't like, Dad put down a dude that had a juggernaut fucking helmet or a super granite chin. And I think when he got knocked down before, I think that was from a flash knockdown from a flash punch. Y'all, some of y'all don't know a power knockdown from a flash knockdown. Y'all really don't. Y'all just, we knocked him down. Y'all know shit. Y'all really don't. A lot of y'all don't. Some of y'all that I know don't know the difference. I'm just being honest. I ain't gonna put nobody's names out there because I'm not trying to attack nobody's character, but some of these cats that we know don't know the difference between a power punch and a flash punch. Don't. Right? But man, the kid ain't like that, man. Kid ain't like that. He's not like that. He's not like that. That boy get a C. Barely a C because it was a one-sided victory for Devin Haney. That's why some people were saying that that fight was boring, but they didn't really mean because of Devin Haney, because there was nothing boring about Devin Haney in that fight. This was not the Ramirez fight, people. I get it. But there was nothing boring about Devin Haney in this damn fight. If there's anybody that was boring, was Brian Norman Jr. He didn't do nothing. Nothing but got taken to damn school. That's it. He made it boring if it was boring. And how could you fall asleep on Devin Haney with his performance that he gave a live shit. Dev gave a hell of a goddamn performance. I think this was his best performance in my opinion. This was his best performance in my opinion. This beats his undisputed performances. This tops the Lomachenko performance, win or lose, because I thought he lost the Loma fight, but you know what I mean? Still, this was his best performance yet. I would like to see more. We should see. This is the guy, the dream. This is the guy that, that came from that 3 the hard way. The 3 the hard way, the dream team. You know what I mean? When, Tank, Shakur, and Deb, you know what I mean? That type of work right there. Which they all 3 of their asses should have been on the same stable. I would have been killing the game right now. I would have been the most hated promoter in boxing right now. If I had those 3 dudes, now I probably would have dropped Shakur off if he didn't listen. But no, if I had Shakur, Tank, and Devin, I would be tearing boxing the hell up. I'd be the most infamous making freaking promoter. What? The only way I would do in-house, the only way, don't my 3 fighters get in there with each other, we gonna make y'all want to break y'all damn bank. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. But Brian Norman Jr. didn't give us nothing. 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 I can't even stand to rewatch that damn fight because he gave us nothing. And I thought he was supposed to be a challenge. He was not a step up for Devin Haney. So Devin Haney fans, the diehard fans, the casual fans is happening. And all that other ish, don't be going through the boxing streets and the YouTube streets acting like that Brian Norman Jr. was a step up in opposition, because once again, Dev ain't really fought a goddamn dog yet, and I'm not coming at him. I'm just being honest, because most of these cats ain't fought a damn dog yet. Shut up. Shut on up. Oh yeah, he facing the toughest opposition. No, he's not. He hasn't. He want to, but has he? Has he? No, he has not. So stop the cat. What's up, Dan? I know it's a sad day in Philly. Here we go. You know what I mean? It's sad that we never going to see those 3 fight each other. Hey, it is sad. Hey, Cam, but Cam, I'm gonna keep it real, bruh. Come on, I'm gonna keep it real, bruh. I'm tired of this nonsense. Oh, Dev wanna fight everybody. Dev didn't fight a whole bunch of goddamn killers. This man got 33 fights. 33 fights. How many killers does he have on his resume? I'm not coming at him. I'm keeping it real because I can do the same thing to everybody else's resume. So don't think I'm picking on him. Because I do it to everybody else's resume. That needs to be broken down because you're up there hating. You're up there capping. You ain't got the cap. Like I said, ain't none of these dudes really did anything because there ain't really a bunch of super killers facing each other. And stop saying elite. Please stop saying elite. You welcome, Miss Denise. Y'all need to stop with this elite fighter shit. This is not an elite league of fighters, okay? The last time we had a bunch of elite fighters in boxing was a little while ago before I had great goddamn hairs and locks. I must say that. That was a very long time ago. Before I had gray hairs and locks, okay? That's the last time boxing was for the elite men. And that was back in the Sugar Ray time, the 4 King days. That's the last time that we had a whole bunch of elite fighters walking through there.
Hey, good morning, sweetie.
Oh, Philadelphia. I feel sorry for Philly. They so quiet because they fucking Eagles blew that goddamn lead. I'm glad I am not a fan of a football team. See, this is why I'm not a fan of a football team, Dan, because it make your blood pressure go the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Sad.
Oh, man, you know how many people lost money? Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't bother me as much. It really wouldn't.
Right.
I'm cursing, sorry. Yeah. It's the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Lose to the Cowboys, come on, man.
Lose to the Cowboys, and they're having a horrible season. They wasn't supposed to let that happen. All right, y'all, this is my time. This has been another dope episode of Coffee and Donuts from Grown Ups. Make sure y'all go check out C-Man Ruffin at 8 o'clock. Make sure you check out Cam. Make sure you check out everybody. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hello? Yeah. I know.